This is Game Night Live. WJBF Sports presents local high school football live in your living room each Friday night. Game Night Live is powered by McDonald's. I'm loving it. And now, your hosts, Ashley Brown and John Hart.
The Bears Den on the campus of Burke County High School in beautiful Waynesboro, Georgia. It is week 11 of Game Night Live. Tonight, an undefeated showdown for a region crown. There you see the undefeated and 5th-ranked Burke County Bears as they get ready to play host to the equally unbeaten and 4th-ranked Thomson Bulldogs. A good football Friday night once again to you, everybody. John Hart joined once again by Ashley Brown. Matt Lane will join us from down on the field in just a second. And AB, as the Bears get ready to take the field, when the Game Night Live schedule came out 4 months ago, this is the one we all looked at, circled on our calendar, and said, this could be something special. And here we are, 4 months later, the last Friday night in October, and we have a battle of unbeatens.
Well, last year it was for a region title. Thomson got the win 20-7 and went on to go all the way to the state championship. Unfortunately for both of them, Cartersville were in their way. They knocked out Burke County in the third round, knocked out Thomson in the championship game. But, yeah, just the game of the night in the state of Georgia, period. You got the number 2 team, number 5 team, both unbeaten. Beautiful night for football, a big rivalry game. All time they played 33 times. It's 17-16. Burke County leads the all-time series. And Eric Parker, since he took over this program at Burke County, he has beaten Thomson 7 out of 10. And I'm sure the Bulldogs have been told that this week. They want to rectify that, although, last year, like I said, it was a monumental game, huge game, a lot of people there just like this, and Thomson came away with the win. Burke County wanting to return the favor tonight.
And while Thomson has owned this rivalry recently, they have not won here in the Bears Den since 2012.
Yeah, exactly. And look, they've revamped this stadium. You see, if you can tell, you got the field turf now. I hear their field house is better than a lot of colleges. This thing that they've built behind the stadium, you see it behind the visitor crowd there. People were tailgating at 4 o'clock. I hear the parking lots were full by 5. I mean, it is the atmosphere you're looking for.
Well, it is, again, a top 5 showdown, the game in the state of Georgia this week. And this Bear Den that they have completely revamped, as AB mentioned. You can see on the far side there behind the Thomson bench a completely packed visitors sideline. It is completely packed here on the home sideline. It is completely packed here in the press conference. It is a big game to be sure, and let's take a look at your 4 keys to the game, AB.
All right, 4 keys to the game. Let's start with Thomson, the visitors. There you see their captains. What they've got to do, they've got to force Burke County to throw the football some. Burke runs the football. As a matter of fact, they had a 600-yard game rushing the football earlier this year. Force them to throw. Mills Ridings, the quarterback for Thomson, the senior, he's got to protect the football. Can't throw. He's only thrown a couple of picks this year. Last year he threw a few more. Got to protect that football. Now, for Burke County, the keys, they can't let Christian Tutt hurt him in special teams. Last year he ran a punt back that sort of sealed the game for Thomson at the end, kind of put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. He's averaging 38 yards a kick return. Last year, he averaged over 40 yards a kick return and punt return. There you see him on the left side of the captain's number 1, Christian Tutt, heavily recruited. I could tell you the colleges that haven't offered him more, quicker than I can tell you the ones that have. Alabama, Georgia, Southern Cal, I mean, you name it. He's got offers from everywhere. All-world defensive back. And then also get pressure on the quarterback. Burke County pressure Mills Ridings, the senior quarterback, the coach's son, pressure him into making some mistakes tonight.
Time now for the coin toss. Let's take it down to Matt Lane, who has a microphone in there.
All right, guys, good luck here. You calling the toss for me? Flipping this coin. American flag is the heads. GHSA is tails. That's the heads. That's the tails, okay? What's your call?
Tails.
Tails. If I drop it, I'll flip it again. He's called tails. That's a heads. Burke is one to toss. You want the ball. Which goal do you want to defend? Kick to the scoreboard. All right, turn you looking at the scoreboard blue, your back's to the scoreboard. Burke County wins the toss and will receive. You good? You good, babe?
And we are about ready to go, AB.
We got the A team tonight. Chip Huffman's the head of area officials for the CSRA.
So we are almost ready for kickoff. Thomson, Burke County, number 4, number 5. Kickoff next on Game Night Live. Damari Kelly and Jalen Odom back deep to receive for the Bears.
Damari Kelly was the starting quarterback, leading rusher, and leading touchdown getter on this team last year. Now he's been moved mostly to defense. Very dangerous, very fast. Really hurt Thomson as a sophomore a few years back.
Marcus Cade boots it away, and here we go from Waynesboro. And on the return, it is Jalen Odom. He'll bring it up to the 25-yard line, and that is where the Bears will set up shop against this number 2 ranked Thomson team.
Yeah, Odom is one of a handful of running backs you're going to see carry the ball tonight. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different backs, or 6 different backs, have over 300 yards rushing this year and at least 5 touchdowns for Burke County. So they'll incorporate many players in this offense. Bill Knight, though, is the quarterback.
And the running back straight up the gut is Leon McGee. And AB, as we take a look at this Burke County offense, the key is size on that offensive line.
It is. They are massive up front. 325, 305, 300, 260, and 240. Where's the beef? It's right there. I mean, that's for sure. And they've got, like I said, a stable of running backs that can run the football. A big test for Thomson's defense tonight.
He got 7 on first down. It is a keeper, and that's going to be a big first down up near midfield for Burke County, pushed down at the 47-yard line.
Hey, this kid's a special athlete, Bill Knight. 2 years ago, he didn't play. He was injured as a sophomore, and they told me, they said, you think Damari Kelly's fast? What do you see Knight? He's just as fast. He's also a big-time baseball player. He's committed to play at Mercer, but there are some chances. A lot of scouts think maybe he could have a chance to get drafted.
They're going up-tempo here. Out of the gun is Knight. And he'll keep again across midfield, close to another first down, pickup of 6 yards.
A couple of great decisions by Knight there. First on the read option, he kept the ball, and then he had the option to pitch it out after that, and instead of pitching it, there was some danger there. He kept it up the middle and was able to get some yardage.
Into Thomson territory at the 48-yard line. This is a Bears offense averaging 45 points a game. This Thomson defense allowing just 10 points per game. So it'll be an interesting matchup to watch, and this time the Bulldogs get the better of it as they drop Leon McGee.
Well, 2 big-time players there that'll be playing on Saturdays got that tackle together. One is number 1, Christian Tutt, but the other is their linebacker, Artest Banks. I love their defensive tackles. Larkins is a stud up front. I just mentioned Artest Banks, the linebacker. He's number 8. He's another one. He's a transfer from Aquinas, played at Thomson last year, but he's really one of their leaders now as a senior.
Big test for this Bulldog defense early. And they were close to it, and a first down picked up. Again, they gave it to McGee on the left side, and he'll have just enough by about a yard, and the Bears will move the chains once again.
Well, McGee is just a sophomore, and Eric Parker, I've known him since his first year at Laney, so I've known him for, 18 years. He's never done this before, John. He sent me a video of this kid last year and said, AB, you need to watch this one. He's a special freshman, and we're seeing it tonight, just the 10th grader, Leon McGee.
Ball on the ground, and the Bulldogs will have it. It is Ja'Cory Crawford on the recovery, still on his feet, and the Bulldogs have the ball, and the first big play of the game goes the way of the number 2 ranked team in the state.
Well, there's no doubt Christian Tutt gets the most attention on the Thomson defense, as well he should. One of the highest rated prospects we've had in the area in a long time. But I'm telling you, Ja'Cory Crawford is a great defensive back. Well, he was just Johnny on the spot there where the ball was. Knight trying to make something happen at the end of the play, had the ball knocked out. So boy, Burke looked great on that drive up until that.
I was going to say, what was a very promising Bears drive comes to a disappointing end, and now Thomson takes over. And a powerful Bulldog offense averaging 40 points a game.
Yeah, Mills Riding's the senior quarterback. He's the coach's son.
And he works out of the shotgun. And nobody back there as the ball falls harmlessly at midfield. Looked like somebody.
Miscommunication with the wide receiver, Cade there. Mills Riding's, like we said, the quarterback. Bubba Murray is an outstanding junior running back, but they also have a stable of backs with he and Tyreek Braswell. And then up front, they got some beef as well. The big guys up there, the tackle, LaTorrance is huge up there on that line for Thomson.
Out of the gun again is Ridings. They'll throw deep again. They will miss again.
Well, he's trying to get Ja'Cory Crawford. It looks like his feet got tangled up with one of the defenders from Burke County, and both passes, one overthrown and one overthrown because there was some miscommunication. Thomson coming out throwing the football, which is, they do throw it, but they certainly aren't an air attack. They're more of a ground attack.
Third down, and the cowbells come out at the Bears' den.
And they got Tutt in there on offense now, and he is the difference maker. It's a little different package maybe. They've got Mills Riding spread out wide.
Quarterback splits out wide to the left, and out of the wild dog, I guess you could call it, is Christian Tutt. Ball comes loose again. Tutt will keep. Tutt ahead for a big first down. Helmet comes loose, but it is a first down for the Bulldogs up to the 45-yard line.
Well, now you see why the coaches love that kid. That speed, that quickness. He's going to have to come out for a play because his helmet went down. He couldn't find his helmet at the end of the play. But, hey, that was a busted play because of a bobbled snap, and he goes right up the middle and still gets about 12 yards. So great play by Tutt, and that saved Thomson. They were forced with a third and 10, and he saves them right there.
Quick look at the names on the Burke County defense.
Well, keep an eye on Damari Kelly in that secondary, and also one of their defensive ends can really play as well, Miles Simon.
Well, we have some more time to talk about those guys as flags come flying in, and it'll go against the Bulldogs. Procedure.
Well, the one thing I will say between these two teams, over time, not saying necessarily Ridings in this particular team, but over time, the team that seemed to make the most mistakes is Thomson. So in a game like this, right now, Burke County's made the fumble. Thompson's got to make them pay for that because they're usually the team that has to overcome a little bit of mistakes. Maybe, and they've also been hurt some in the passing game by some other teams. But right now, Burke County is the team that made the miscue.
Listen to this crowd. This time they try the left side, and there's not a whole lot there. You talked about the size of that Burke County defensive line.
Well, you won't find two bigger lines of scrimmage, the offensive line for Thomson, offensive line for Burke County, in Quad A in the state. I mean, these guys look at Thompson's line. We were talking about how big Burke County is. Look how big Thomson is. They're massive.
Somehow, Braswell able to pick up about, give him 2 yards on that.
Braswell's Thompson's leading rusher coming into the game. They don't have a big game breaker the way they did a year ago. I mean, they don't have a 2,000-yard guy. It's more of by committee, and that's the way Burke County does it as well.
Braswell averages 6 yards a carry. This time it'll be Ridings keeping Ridings in trouble across midfield, makes something out of nothing, and picks up a big first down into Burke County territory.
Well, he knew it. He knew he got just enough. Got that foot across the first down marker. Big play by the quarterback. Looked like he might be sacked there. Simon was coming from behind, but just couldn't catch him.
So fresh set of downs for the Dogs at the Burke County 45-yard line.
Well, Thomson has certainly come out throwing the football more than we might expect, maybe trying to catch Burke County off guard. Not that they don't throw it. I mean, they do, but they certainly are more of a run team. As a matter of fact, throughout the season, Ridings has attempted 78 passes.
And absolutely nothing there as that big blue wall of Burke County closes down on Bubba Murray.
Yeah, great play there. And that Burke County defense, their offense gets a lot of attention, but Miles Simon, 33, is a player. Last year I was real impressed with him, and this year he's had another phenomenal year.
Loss of 4 on the play, back to the Burke County 49-yard line.
Good look at Simon there. And they're back in that Wildcat formation. And it looks like, Tutt's in there, and they've got Riding spread out. They can do so many things with Tutt, and they really haven't utilized it much over the last couple of years, but look at it here.
They got 14 last time they tried this, and this time Tutt will keep it again, and the Bears weren't falling for it this time. Tackle made by number 38, Keldrion Cobb.
That was a play. He saved a huge gain. Look at the running room. If Tutt gets out of that, he's going to run for he might go all the way, but he definitely was going to pick up huge yardage. So big time play there by number 38 in blue.
As it is, he ended up picking up 1. So another big third down, 3rd and long for the Thomson offense.
They've had to work harder at it than Burke County did in that first drive. If you're looking for some early edge, Burke County's looked a little better moving the football.
They need 13. They've got it, and then some. Into the arms of Tyrese Jones down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Thomson.
Well, terrific pass that time. Ridings looked off on his first couple, but on that one he made a perfect throw. He had to throw over the linebacker and split those two safeties, and he did just that. Perfect throw by Ridings.
All the way down to the 9-yard line, so the Thomson Bulldogs are the first to visit the Augusta Technical College red zone in this ball game. First and goal from the 9.
Yeah, beautifully thrown ball.
Pick up a 39 on the pass play.
They go back to the Wildcat.
And there is Tut. Tut will keep again. Tut through the middle. Tut, touchdown, Thomson.
Well, like I said, Christian Tut has, as far as touches go, just 22 touches. That's counting returns this year. 4 touchdowns. They're using them a lot more in their offensive package tonight, and it's paying dividends.
So Thomson strikes first.
Tut, by the way, has been selected to play in the U.S. Army All-American game. The jersey presentation will be November 12th, and that is when he will make his college choice known.
That game coming up in January, and I know some folks in Athens will be paying close attention to his college choice as the Georgia Military College kicks for college. Extra point is up and through off the foot of Sam Darien. Thomson leads 7-0, 6:28 left to play in quarter number 1. Seven nothing. Second-ranked Thomson leads fifth-ranked Burke County. AB, let's take another look at that Christian Tut touchdown.
Well, good blocking up front, and you got a kid that can fly in the backfield as well. And you know, that's a pretty good combination for your offense.
Or a freeze frame of the kickoff. Either one is fine. They were both exciting.
Yeah, Tut goes in on the short touchdown run after the big pass play. After the big pass play from Mills Riding. High short kick.
And it is taken up to the 29-yard line.
Number 20, Odom. On the stop, number 9.
Jalen Odom. And now the aforementioned Christian Tut touchdown, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, again, up front, really good blocking. They went to the Wildcat formation, and Tut just kind of raced in there. He's so quick. I mean, you just give him a step, and he's going to make you pay. And again, they haven't utilized him as much over the last couple of years, but tonight you're seeing him as one of the focal points of that offense.
So Thomson delivers the first blow. How will the Bears respond? And losing his footing and gaining maybe a yard is Leon McGee.
Yeah, nice play. Thomson stepping up, making the play with Lewis. Xavier Lewis, a senior.
Breaks up second line.
So Burke County now has to answer. They were driving the ball down the field. A new quarterback in there as well.
Yeah, Jonya Dove takes over, and he'll throw. And he's keeping his feet somehow and wrestling his way up for about 3 yards. We're going to have a flag fly in late, and I believe we might have a personal foul.
Well, Tut put a solid hit on him, but he didn't wrap up, and he also hit him high, and that allowed the back to stay on his feet. And then a late hit, I guess, came after that. If we can see that again. They did put Dove into the game. They'll play 3 different guys at quarterback. Dove came into the game. And it is going to be a personal
foul against Thomson. That'll give Burke County a big first down.
Again, little mistakes. Thompson's so talented. If they cut those out, they're almost impossible to beat unless they run into Cartersville in the state championship game, of course,
which is possible.
Premier passer in the country. But you can't beat yourself in a game like this. You can't give 15 yards on a silly play.
Boy, all the way into Thomson territory, Burke County now.
Another quarterback, by the way. That's Damari Kelly.
That's Damari Kelly. So that's the third different quarterback we've seen utilized by Eric Parker.
It's amazing. A lot of coaches don't even like using 2 quarterbacks. They'll use 3 or 4. And Kelly was their starter last year, and as a sophomore really showed glimpses of being really special. And now he's kind of the third string guy, which is odd.
McGee dropped on the play by Dylan Hobbs, who is Thompson's leading tackler this year. 38 tackles, 3 sacks for him.
You talk about special. That kid's only a sophomore. They think he is going to be big time.
That's Kelly again, throwing up close to a first down. They'll mark him about a half-yard shy in the arms of Ronnie Stone.
84, Rogers.
Or Dallas Rogers, I should say.
Yeah, Rogers is their top target, 6'3", They don't throw it a lot, but when they do, they like to go to Rogers. And Kelly is a speed guy. If he gets a lane, he can run. And he's in there at quarterback now.
McGee, the lone back with him.
Little sophomore, really high on him. A lot of people are at Burke County, and
they will go McGee, and he will pick up the first down.
And stepping in there to make the tackle for Thomson is number 20. That is Braswell.
Moving up to the 36-yard line, picked up a 4 and needed 1. So 4 more downs now for the Bears as they are driving, trying to answer the Thomson drive.
Well,
it's a get late here at the first.
You want to get that momentum back. They had it going until that fumble, and then Thomson made them pay for it.
Fresh set of legs in the backfield, but it was going to be Kelly to keep. Got a flag down.
First to snap. False start.
Look, it's great
on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
50 yards a game. That's awesome. But it also is really tough to defend when you know Burke County can play 3 different quarterbacks. They can play about 4 or 5 different running backs. You don't have a clue who's getting the ball. Plus, the offense they run, this wing teeth thing, I mean, it's kind of a spread version of it where there's all sorts of counters and misdirections. It's got to be a nightmare for teams trying to game plan against them, and that's why I guess they're averaging 45 points a game.
Cameron Holmes is now the running back in for Burke County.
He's their second leading rusher this year.
And we're going to have another motion penalty, I believe, or maybe a formation against the Bears.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Chip Huffman with the call, and back-to-back penalties for Burke County.
Chip, great guy. He does us a big favor every year. He'll get together and go over kind of the rule changes. There were 2 big ones this year, and in past years he's done the same thing for us, and we certainly appreciate that.
So what was 1st and 10 from the Thomson 37 is now 1st and 20 from the Bulldog 47 for Burke County. And Kelly to throw. Ooh, dangerous. But ball falls harmlessly.
That is Artest Banks, the Aquinas transfer, number 8, who tipped that away. Banks is a big-time player. Again, he was at Aquinas as a sophomore and transferred in here last year.
Oh, nice play over the middle. So it's 2nd and 20.
Burke County might be lucky that was tipped. There were 2 defenders right there, one of them Christian Tuck.
Kelly will keep this time in trouble. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, great job by the Thomson defense.
Number 6 there in the center of your screen.
That's Lewis. Called his name a little while ago. Made a nice play. There he is again.
Loss of 3. Going to bring it 3rd and a long way for Burke County.
Yeah, nowhere to go that time for Kelly. And, yeah, they got a long way to go for sure. They've got to get all the way down to the about the 27-yard line for a first down. So 23 yards to go.
3rd and 23. You bet Kelly's going to try to throw. Well, there's that speed. Kelly through the middle. Kelly close to a first down, or back to the original line of scrimmage, I should say, 33-yard line, but going to be well short of the first down.
John, that was deja vu of the game in Thomson 2 years ago when he was a sophomore. He came in at the end of the game, and I went up. I talked to Coach Parker. I said, "This sophomore quarterback you got is going to be something." You saw the speed there. He is lightning fast. Corey Crawford saved the first down there.
16, the first Ken Nugent one call. That's all moment for Eric Parker, and
well,
he's going to go for it on 4th down.
It's easy. They're going for it.
They need 7. Over the middle. Incomplete. Thomson football.
Well, it's a tough thing when you've got to throw when you're not a passing team, and that's what happened there. They might have been better served to drop back and have him run the football.
Thomson takes over, 2:18 to play in quarter number 2. Thomson with a 7-0 lead and getting the ball. Number 2, Thomson with a 7-0 lead and the football as we get late here in the first quarter. Operating from their own 33.
Riding's back in there.
And they'll keep it on the ground.
That's Braswell, their leading rusher this year.
Yeah, Braswell, 681 total yards on the ground this year, averaging almost 100 yards a game.
Well, and they've got Bubba Murray, who's outstanding, but he's only had about 60-something carries this year. And then they're really high on a sophomore named Tyler Curry that they say might be the best of the bunch. He's just a 10th grader who's been hurt some this year. So, again, Thomson, sort of like Burke County, we'll see a lot of different guys run the ball. Look at that beef up front, though. Look at that. They're massive.
Look at Torrance Jeffrey, number 77. He's got his own area code. And again, Burke County, Thomson will try to keep it on the ground and absolutely going nowhere. Looks like the charge was led by Miles Simon.
Yeah, Simon 33 was the first guy there. Actually, check that. 17 was the first guy there.
Yeah, further review, absolutely.
Yeah, Anthony Lovett got in there.
So,
all right, let me see what we got.
There's Lovett.
Loss of one on the play.
Burke County, one thing Eric Parker's always done, and I love it, he's got these undersized, sometimes guys that he'll put up at defensive end because they're so quick. And, man, it's worked for him like crazy.
So what's Rob Ryden's going to dial up on 3rd and 8? They will swing it out for Jalen Odom. I'm sorry, not Jalen, for Tyreek Braswell. And he will be stopped short, about 3 yards short. We have an injured Thomson player back near the 30-yard line, just to the left of your screen. And that is number 70, Christian Coulter, an offensive lineman.
Yeah, one of their big linemen. And they, you can't afford to lose linemen anytime, but especially some of these big guys.
Well, we will keep an eye on him while AB tells you all about
McDonald's.
Yes, sir.
Game Night Live presented each week by our friends at McDonald's. Don't miss out on McDonald's new Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy cuts of chicken seasoned just right. Use every last morsel of our tenders to get every last drop of our delicious sauces, like the new signature sauce, the Sriracha Mac sauce. Prices and participation may vary. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
So while they attend to Christian Coulter, we can tell you that Border Bowl 5 is just 2 months away. You mentioned earlier that Christian Tutt will be playing in the All-American Army Bowl in January. We have our own All-Star game coming up.
Well, I think those are on the same weekend, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, the top seniors in Georgia versus the top seniors in South Carolina. This thing has grown each year. It's massive. The kids love it. J.B. Arnold from Jefferson County will coach Team Georgia. Chris Hamilton, the head coach at South Aiken, will coach Team South Carolina. I met with them this week. They're into it, man. Most times we have these pre-meetings where we talk about the team, and I help out, and the other guys help out, and the writers help out, and everybody. Hey, these coaches already knew. They'd already got the coaches nominate players, but they knew who the top players were. Trust me.
And what's a football game without cheerleaders, AB?
That's
you can't have a Border Bowl without
Absolutely.
cheerleaders. We are looking for the best seniors. Apply now for the chance to be a Border Bowl 5 cheerleader. Visit gascborderbowl.com/cheer to apply. So Coulter was able to walk off under his own power. Happy to report that. And Burke County,
Cade's going to punt it.
as Cade will have the punt blocked.
He ran too far.
He ran too far in that rugby-style kick, and a huge break for Thomson as they'll have the ball inside Burke County territory. I believe it was Tyreek Washington that got his hand on the punt, but we'll have to take a look at the replay to make sure.
Yeah, Burke County will have it inside Thomson territory with great field position to start their third drive. And he just ran a little too far with it. If he took one less step, he gets that off probably.
So Burke County will take over in Thomson territory at the 47-yard line.
And Bill Knight is back in at quarterback. He is the team's leading rusher.
He was the starter. And the Bears will go with Marcelo Snelling, one of that stable of running backs that they have. Not a whole lot there around the right side. Give him about a half yard.
Well, he turned around, and I have so many jokes coming because Ronnie Howard got him. Little Opie Cunningham with the tackle. He wasn't having good. What now?
I was gonna say Opie Taylor, but you covered them both. Opie Cunningham. That's nice. I like it.
Got them both.
Very good. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. Well, how about that for starters?
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Woo. We are through one quarter play at the Bears Den with the Thomson Bulldogs, the number 2 team in the state, leading Burke County 7-0.